Okay, so in this video, I'm going to make formatting. Okay, so right now we're on page EX2-23. So on 24, first thing we do is we change the same color. So we go to page layout. Okay, go to page layout and page layout. Select page layout. The first one in the page layout, that is the theme. So all the theme you choose. Now you choose the one you're supposed to choose is where this choosing. Okay. Gallery in the same gallery to change the workbook sheet. What is it? Gallery. This one. Okay, so this is gallery. As you can see, when I choose a gallery, it automatically becomes this. Okay, so auto found everything changed because this is the built-in format of the gallery theme. Okay, so we have this one. Now click here, back to here. Now we're going to display the home tab and select range to be merged. So we're going to merge A1 to K1. As you can see, now if I try to merge the cells, my cursor stays this white cross from A1 to K1. Then we can click merge in center to appear in the center. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the line 2. So A2 to K2. Okay, click merge in center. So when you try to format something, your cells, you make your cursor stay this white cross. But when you want to use autofill, your cursor stay as a little small black cross. That's a big difference, okay? Now we have this one. Now we're going to select the range contents A1, A2. So both of them, you want to go to the cell style and you want to choose title. So both of them, you want to be title style. Okay, you want to be the title style. So it look like this. Then you click anywhere to deactivate selection, click A2. You have to decrease font size to 16. So now it's 18. You decrease the font size one time, click one time, it becomes 16. So decrease to 16. So first one is 18, the second one is 16, but both of them are title style. So we finish this part. The next one is we're gonna change the background color. Okay, we're gonna still select A1, A2. Okay, select it. You see, when I try to format, my cursor stays this white cross. Okay, now when the A1, A2 selected, now we're gonna display fill color, which is this one. And we're gonna choose the color, which is indigo accent 5 lighter 80% in the column 9 row 2. So this is indigo. So this is indigo accent 2, accent 5, and a lighter 80%. Okay, so this is lighter indigo accent 2, accent 5, lighter 80%. So we have that. So click this. So we have this color. Again, you make the A1, A2 selected. Okay, so now we're gonna add the border. We're gonna cross A1, A2 border. So we're gonna click here, this borders. So we're gonna choose thick outside border, which is this one. So later on, when you do project 5 and 6, and even for your test, now you have to choose border, thick outside border. Okay, so this is how you apply border. So click this one. And you can see it add a border right here. So now we are on page 27. We have to apply cell style to the column heading and the format total. So the column heading, we have one column heading line, which is called row 3. So you highlight row 3. So from A3 to K3, highlight those, the whole line 3, row 3. Then you go to the cell styles, and you're gonna choose heading 3 style. So choose the heading 3 style. Okay. So you will have this. Now it tells you to click the center key to make it center. So this is center. Okay. Center key. Tag alignment. Center alignment. Click this. It all appear in the center. Okay. Now you have something like this. As you can see, the name is not really show up. So later on, we're gonna adjust the width of each column. So this is center. After we down the center button, this is what it look like. And we have to apply the total style for the total row, which is column 13. Okay, so column 13, row 13, we highlight the whole row 13 from A13 to K13. Then we're gonna apply total cell style, which is cell style total. Okay, that is what we have. Then next thing is you want to bold A14 to A16. So we highlight those two and bold it. So this is what we have. So after we done page 27, now your project should look like this. And also if you want, make sure you save all the time. The next one is to format data and center data in cells. So on page 28, it tells you select range contains a new data format, cell K4 to K12. So actually this one. Okay, because by default, you want to have this is the years like a 4-digit, 2010, 2012. So if we only want to have 2 digits in the date, so what we should do is on the number here, okay, we click this. You see here how I did. This is little arrow here. I click this key, it pop up the date, and it will show us. You select whatever you want. So select the one you with just 2 digits of year. This is 3, 14, 12. Then after that, we click OK. So you can see the higher date is like instead of 4-digit years, it's become 2-digit years. Then we're going to do column C. The column C is select C4 to C12, 16. Okay, so C to 16, those one. Okay, like all of this selected. Then we're gonna center it. Click center alignment, make it center. Then we click E. What is E? Hourly pay rate. Now after we select E to deselect, okay, just click this to deselect range. So we don't do anything about this. So far after we finish page 28, so your project should look like the one I have on my screen. Okay, so we can do the page 29. Select the range contains accounting number format, which is a E4 to H4. So E4 to H4, so which is one. Okay. Then while hold down the control and select J4, the range of F13, 14, 13 to H13. So your control key is still selecting it. Okay. And then G13. Then release your control key. So you select all these non-adjacent cells. So you click accounting format. So click this button here. Go to accounting. Okay. To apply the accounting format with a fixed number. Okay, so this is like select so this is what we have with a $sign. Okay. Again, so if you want, I'll show you one more time. Select this number format, and you see here by default is a decimal place 2, and the symbol is $sign. So you click OK. Now you're gonna apply this style to this non-adjacent cells. So actually, not only for Excel, but also for other Microsoft stuff, you can use Control key to select multiple objects and try to apply format to all of them together at the same time. So we have this. Now we're gonna do the next. Now select range. Okay, click anywhere. Deselect all this. Okay, select range to contain comma. So we're gonna apply comma. So from E5 to H12. So it's like Okay. And hold Control key. You want a G4, G5 to G12. So those. Okay. Now you want to click comma. So you just click comma right here. So you can automatically add comma. Now in the future, if you accidentally type $sign in the wrong place, you can just click comma to get rid of the $signs. Okay, so this is very common. Some people just apply $sign to all the data. I think I have mentioned this in the chapter 1 Excel. When you have an Excel table, you only should have 2 lines contains $sign. Okay, the first line and the last line. Okay, which is always like first line and a total. Okay, so now we have this. Next part is to select. Okay, so we did step 5 on page 29. So step 6, select range D4 to D16, and then click the comma style. Okay, so you have this. You cannot see anything because you don't have 1,000 digits. Okay, so that's part on page 30. It tells you select range E14 to H14. So E14, which is this one, to H14, H16. So you select this range. Okay. After you select this range, you click the dialog box right here to display the format cell button, and you click number tab to display the number sheet, and click currency. Click currency here. Now, this currency table shows you how you display negative numbers. Do you have do you want to have negative in from $sign, or if you want you have the red color to represent negative number, or if you have the parenthesis to represent negative number? So we want to use the parenthesis, so the third one. So if you see the parenthesis, that means it's negative. Then you click OK. So you have this number. At this point, there's no negative. They're all positive. Oh, I forgot to do this one. So I'm going to do it again. So highlight J14, J16, click the currency. To the third one, click OK. So this is what we have. But actually, we should just select E14, H16, then hold your Control key, select this, then go to the number style and then choose currency and choose third one. Okay, we should do that instead of, okay, I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of this stuff. Okay, currency. Okay, so this is what we should have. Now, the next page is to increase the percentage decimal and also percentage for style. So, which is the text part. Cells I4 to I15. So this column, you select that. Okay. Then we're gonna click the percentage style, which is this one. This is a percentage style. So this is what we have, but you know we need a 2 decimal place. But if I just click percentage, it's like all run up. So in order to have percentage 2 decimal point, we click this button, increase decimals. Click 2 times. Click 1 time, you have 1 digit. Click 2 times, you have 2 digits. Of course, if you click 3 times, you have 3 digits. Okay, but you can always adjust by decrease, increase, and decrease. This is decrease. Okay, increase, decrease. Play with that. Now, next part is the very important content called conditional format. It is very, very important. How to apply conditional format. Okay. This will be definitely, I will test you the conditional format in the test. Okay, it is very, very important. Okay, so we're gonna apply the conditional format on our word work. So you highlight D4 to D12. Okay, now you see there's a conditional format right here, and you make new rules, and then you're gonna do format cells only cell contents. Format only cells contents. What? and you go to the cell value. By default, it's between, so you just make it larger than, greater than 70. So you just want to know like hourly work more than 70 hours. Highlight those only for those who work more than 70 hours. Then you click OK. Okay, don't click OK. So when we stay here, we have to do format rules, set up rules. Click format. It will pop up this, and the font you want the first of all change the font. Change font to white. Okay, by default is black, so you want to change the font to white. No, that's not the end. You have to find a white font with a fill color. Now the fill color you want is this one. It's like a kind of like a purple, but it's not purple. It's this one, purple color. Column 8, row 1. So this is your color you're supposed to choose. Okay, then you click OK. And it shows you, see here, in the purple background with white font. So this is what we want. So which means we only apply this format, which is a purple background with a white font, when the cell value is larger than 70. If it's not, we don't have to apply this style. So we click OK. Now we have this. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so now we move on to the next part, which is to change the column width and row height. So now we are in the page 36. Click anywhere deactive selection. It tells you drag through column heading A, B, C above row 1, which is one A, B, so A, B, C. Okay, drag it. See here. Let's go to here. Just go to the top. A, B, C. Okay. Then point to the boundary on the right side of C to cause the pointer become double H. Okay, double arrow. So double click the C to change the width of select column to best fit. Double click. Okay, they all best fit. Okay. Point to the right boundary of the column H. So this one. When the point becomes double arrow, you drag it until the screen tip indicates 10.38. So this page tells you two things. You can either double click to make it a best fit, or you can drag it into certain things. So you can see right now, if I hold my left side mouse, my width is 10.67. So I can drag it, make it become 10.38. So you're gonna be patient. Okay, 33. I'll make a little bit. You can spend some time to adjust. So we have this. Okay, I'm just gonna just take a while to adjust. I just leave it. I just leave it as a 10.33. It's 10.30. Wait. Okay, so that is column H. Then you can click the column D on the top and click this column D. Then hold Control key, select E, and then select I. Okay, release Control key, but point to the boundary on the right side of column I, which is this one. Now drag it until indicated width 10.5. And you release. So you will have the exact same. See here, this is 10.56. This is also 10.56. As this is also 10.56. Okay, so you can see when you hold Control keys, it automatically adjust. So you release mouse to change the width. Then we click column F, heading, and then drag the select column G heading. F and G. We have a column F and G. I hold Control key, click J, and we select K. Okay, then we drag the right boundary of J to 11.13. Okay, make it 11.11 and release. So by doing so, all of them should be 11.11. Okay, so if you can make it 11.13, you can do so. Okay, definitely, I welcome you to do that. Now we have that. We adjust the width. As you can see, this is what we look like. What it look like after we finish page 37. Now we do page 38. Okay, point to the boundary below the row heading 3, which is this one. Okay, right now you see the heading is 54.6. Now we're gonna drag it down. We don't want this much. We want 39. So just do we drag it, make it 39. Move up. Okay, oh, just almost there. 39. Okay, 39. Release. So you adjust the weight height to 39. See here, 39. Now you're gonna do the same thing to the line 14. Line 14, which is the highest. Okay, now go to the line 14 right here. So right now your height is 18.60 by default. So we're gonna make it bigger. So we're gonna drag it down. Make it 24. 24. Slowly 24. You have the height. So during the test, I will test you something like this. You have to know how to modify the column width and the row height. Okay, so that is this. So we're almost done. As you can see here, we adjust width, column height, width, and the row height. The next thing we do is we check the spelling. Now we go to the review part, review tab. Now in the review tab, we have a spelling check. Can you do that? Okay, we can just ignore the name. Ignore the name, ignore all, ignore. So it should be fine. Okay, also, you can click A3. If you want to misspell, you can change. We don't want to do anything. Okay, just we double check. And we don't have to print anything. We do not need to print anything, but we do have to do last big part to just add a header. We're almost done, but we need to do last few steps. Okay, now, so we go to page layout, go to the worksheet layout, margin. Okay, display the margin and choose narrow. Okay, choose narrow, and then we want to show the header. So to do that is actually in the bottom of your Excel. You see the zoom. Right now it's 100%. We have a small 3 icons: page break. We have page layout. This is page. This is one we are going to have our, what do you say, header. So we click this one. Click this small button right here. Now we're gonna have a header right here. Click header. I'm gonna type the name. The name is Madeline Samuels. And we click enter. We type Chief Financial Officer. Okay, then we finish. We click anywhere to deselect this header. So we have this header. Again, we go to the page layout. We can select the orientation and then choose landscape if you want. It should look like this. Okay, now we can double click the border of the right column F, which is right here, to make it fit better. Because as you can see here, we have hashtag. The hashtag means is not enough space. So we double click, everybody show up. And this one, double click. It's also double click. So whenever you see double asterisk, I mean hashtag, it means it doesn't have enough space. So we just have to do that. Also, if you want, you can click page layout, back to normal. Okay, actually it's this one, the other one. So the other key. What's the name of this key? I just couldn't remember. The key before the page layout in the bottom, in the right button, this first key is back to normal. Okay, now we're gonna click save button. We don't have to print anything, so we're gonna skip the next few steps. But the page 47 tells you how to display this formula. I call this key a delta key, but actually in the book tell you accent mark. So Control accent mark to display the format. So that is this. That is project 4. We have finished chapter 2 project. So you're gonna do the chapter 2 practice question, and also if you have time, you can do question 3 project as up bonus questions. Okay, so that is all. All the homework will be due on April 8th. So I will see you next time.